Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. But if you're new here and you like home arcade, hit like, hit subscribe. Today we're talking about The Simpsons and how Arcade1Up is most likely coming out with the Simpsons Cabinet. But we got to talk about what other game they're going to pair it with. That's the thing that's really, really interesting because they have been teasing The Simpsons for a very long time. And I think it's primed. I think this is it. I think it's 2021. We know a lot of people would really like a 4-player version of The Simpsons. But there's something interesting that tells me we're not actually going to get what we want. Because I did another video on that. We were talking about at the very end, what games do you guys think would be good to be paired with it? And everyone answered, a lot of people answered really, really good answers. And they're all Konami games. So it's like Sunset Riders, Moo Mesa, Bucky O'Hare, Metamorphic Force. So those would be great, except for we did talk to John on the 1UP Weekly, and we were kind of trying to see if we can get some information about it. And he was saying some of those other games are so great, they deserve their own cabinet. Now, John D used to be in marketing for a time, so I'm starting to think that's his way of saying we're not going to put those games on the Simpsons cabinet. So I think that kind of makes sense. And let me break it down and explain why. So the very first Arcade1Up cabinet that was 4-player was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Think about that cabinet. It only has turtle games in it, right? It's got the TMNT arcade game, and it's got Turtles in Time. Now you go to NBA Jam. NBA Jam's by Midway. It's a 4-player game. It's all basketball. It's all Midway NBA Jam games, right? So think about the X-Men. The X-Men has been announced, 4-player games. Now, it has Marvel X-Men-ish games on it, but it's really by the same intellectual property. The same company that owns the rights to the characters is the ones that have to give the okay on it. So when it comes to The Simpsons, that means it's probably going to be all Simpsons-themed games. We're not going to see games mixed from other characters. What does that mean? What other games are going to pair that are all Simpsons games? So I thought about this. There is one game that I would actually like to see on the Simpsons cabinet. I know you're going to hate it. You're going to put in the comments, no, you can't be that. But the best console game that I remember playing as a kid was Bart's Nightmare. Bart's Nightmare on the Sega Genesis is something that maybe Arcade1Up could do. And the reason why I'm saying it, we've been asking for more and more games. And the X-Men has more than 2 games, right? So are they going to come out with the Simpsons cabinet and it only has 1 game? Could they throw a few more on there? So what is the best console game that they could add? I think that could be Bart's Nightmare. But what about another arcade game that they can add? This one's interesting. They could totally add the Simpsons bowling game. So imagine the control deck for the Simpsons being a 4-player, but it also has a trackball. That kind of makes it an interesting cab because like the Golden Tee came out, a lot of people like that because it had a trackball. Would you like to play a trackball game that is the Simpsons bowling? Would that make the cabinet, different enough that you would like to do it? And so I was just thinking maybe a little cherry on top is throw the fun game Bart's Nightmare on there. I don't know if it'll happen. It probably won't because, mixed publishers whatsoever. That's just how it works. They probably won't mix those different publishers. But I think there's some people out there that really love The Simpsons. That game speaks to them. It's nostalgic. They love that game and they love The Simpsons. There's probably some people out there that have decorations of The Simpsons because they love it so much. And so that cabinet is a must-have even if it only has 1 game. But what do you guys think of another set of Simpsons games on it? I'm proposing the bowling game and then 1 console game on it. Make it 3 games. And I don't know if that is something that I'll be picking up. I don't have really the room for the 4-player, but I know a lot of people like to decorate their arcade room. They like to fill it up with a lot of different games, and they have a spot in their heart for The Simpsons. So that's probably something that they'll be getting, and I'm happy for them for wanting, getting something that they really, really want. So let me know down in the comments what you think. That's all the time I have for today. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe and watch all the other content that we have here on Console Kits. And don't forget to watch the 1UP Weekly every Friday where I do a podcast with Retro Ralph and me, and we talk about all things gaming and all things home arcade. So that's it. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.